While missiles fall on Tehran, something else is happening in the shadows. 30 spies arrested. Americans and Israelis, Gulf proxies, all allegedly operating inside Iran. The war above ground has a twin, and it's being fought underground. As the war between Iran, Israel, and the United States intensifies, Tehran is tightening its internal security grip. Iranian authorities say they have uncovered what they describe as a network of foreign agents operating inside the country. According to Iranian state media, the intelligence ministry announced on March 10th that it had arrested a foreign national accused of espionage on behalf of the United States and Israel. Officials claim the individual was also acting as a proxy for 2 Gulf countries. The announcement comes as tensions across the Middle East continue to escalate, following the February 28 strikes by the United States and Israel that killed Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei and several senior commanders. Iran's intelligence ministry said the arrests were part of a wider counter-espionage operation launched during the ongoing conflict. Authorities claim that dozens of individuals suspected of working with foreign intelligence services have been detained in recent days.
We have arrested a foreign national conducting espionage on behalf of the United States and Israel and acting as a proxy for 2 Gulf countries.
According to the ministry, at least 30 people described as spies, internal mercenaries, and operational agents connected to the United States and Israel were also taken into custody. Separately, Iran's police chief Ahmadreza Radan told state TV that some 81 people had been detained so far for sharing internal Iranian information with hostile media and enemies. The arrests are unfolding against the backdrop of a rapidly expanding regional conflict. Since the launch of US and Israeli military operations against Iran in late February, the country has faced sustained airstrikes and growing internal pressure. Iranian officials argue that espionage networks often become more active during wartime, gathering intelligence on military installations, infrastructure, and leadership movements. Tehran has long accused Israel's intelligence agency Mossad and Western intelligence services of conducting covert operations inside the country. At the same time, Iranian officials are warning citizens against cooperating with what they call hostile foreign actors. At the outbreak of the protests in the Islamic Republic late last year, the Mossad released a message confirming it was there physically. The message read,
"We are with you, not only from a distance and verbally. We are with you in the field."
Further, last week, the Mossad posted a video on social media in Farsi with the message essentially that the Iranian regime is like a house of cards which is ready to fall. For Tehran, the message appears clear. While the war is being fought in the skies and across regional battlefields, it is also being fought in the shadows of intelligence operations. And in that shadow war, every suspected spy is now a potential target of Iran's expanding security dragnet. For years, they watched. Every camera, every convoy, every movement on a single Tehran street. Then, in broad daylight, the missiles struck. Iran's supreme leader gone in seconds. This was not a sudden strike. It was a hunt decades in the making. When the bodyguards and drivers assigned to Iran's most senior officials arrived for duty near Pasteur Street in Tehran, they did so unaware that they were being watched. Within days, that quiet surveillance would culminate in the killing of Iran's supreme leader, Ali Khamenei, in an Israeli airstrike. According to a report by the Financial Times, Israeli intelligence had hacked nearly all traffic cameras across Tehran years earlier. Their footage was encrypted and transmitted to servers in Tel Aviv and southern Israel, providing a constant stream of real-time data. One camera angle near Pasteur Street proved especially valuable, revealing where security personnel parked and offering insight into daily routines inside the tightly guarded compound. Using complex algorithms, Israeli analysts built detailed dossiers on members of Khamenei's protection unit. These included home addresses, working hours, travel routes, and crucially, the identities of those they were assigned to protect. The process enabled intelligence officers to establish what is known as a pattern of life, a comprehensive behavioral map designed to identify vulnerabilities. This intelligence formed part of a broader campaign that paved the way for the assassination. Signal intelligence gathered by Israel's elite Unit 8200, human assets cultivated by Mossad, and vast quantities of data processed into military briefings all contributed to a dense intelligence picture. A mathematical technique known as social network analysis was used to examine billions of data points, identifying centers of influence and potential targets. When Israeli and American intelligence determined that Khamenei would attend a Saturday morning meeting at his offices, the opportunity was deemed especially significant. Officials assessed that once open conflict began, Iranian leaders would likely retreat underground into reinforced bunkers beyond the reach of conventional munitions. Although Khamenei had publicly downplayed the significance of his own life and was said by some to expect martyrdom, he did take precautions during wartime. A source interviewed by Financial Times said,
It was unusual for him to not be in his bunker. He had 2 bunkers, and if he had been, Israel wouldn't have been able to reach him with the bombs that they have.
The operation, codenamed Operation Roaring Lion, relied on multiple intelligence streams. Israeli doctrine required independent confirmation from 2 senior officers that the target was present and correctly identified. Signals intelligence, including hacked cameras and penetrated mobile networks, indicated that the meeting was proceeding as scheduled. In addition, the United States Central Intelligence Agency is reported to have provided a human source confirming Khamenei's precise location. Israeli aircraft, which had been airborne for hours, launched up to 30 precision Sparrow missiles at the compound in daylight, a decision said to provide tactical surprise despite heightened Iranian alertness. Mobile phone towers near Pasteur Street were also disrupted, preventing security personnel from receiving warning calls. The Israeli military said,
The decision to strike in the morning rather than at night allowed Israel to achieve tactical surprise despite heavy Iranian preparedness.
Planning for such an operation, the report states, dates back to 2001, when former Israeli Prime Minister Ariel Sharon directed Mossad to prioritize Iran above other regional threats. Since then, Israel has targeted Iran's nuclear program, its scientists, and its regional proxies. The strike on Khamenei marks a dramatic escalation in a long-running shadow conflict. While the intelligence success was described by former officials as the product of years of methodical preparation, it was ultimately a political decision to act. In the end, the operation was not simply the result of technology or surveillance, but of strategic intent. And as the region absorbs the consequences, the ramifications of that decision are only beginning to unfold.